Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Before we get into the topic of the video, I wanted to first thank you all so much for subscribing. I've hit 5,000 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing, and I just wanted to say I really appreciate it and thank you so much. Now, I've gotten a lot of comments about, different variations of saying the same thing, which is how do you do property management the right way? How do you properly do property management? What would you do in this situation for property management? How do you generally do a good job in property management? And it's not a simple answer. There is a lot to it. And I'm going to talk about a few things today that are applicable to just general knowledge for knowing property management and how to do it the right way. Okay, so I'm currently hiding in my youngest son's nursery room, whatever, because I have to hide from them. I literally, just being honest, gave them goldfish and plopped them in front of the TV because it is impossible to do anything. I really wanted to make this video because I'm really excited about sharing information about property management, and I think these hints and advice that I'm going to give in the video is going to be very useful. So one thing to consider that I hear a lot, honestly, is people are constantly comparing themselves to other people that they know that may have a property, and maybe it's similar, like say it's a 3-bedroom 2-bath that you have and then somebody else has a 3-bedroom 2-bath, and that other person says, well, I rented mine for $3,000 per month. And then you're like, oh my God, I didn't think that I could rent mine out for that. I was thinking it could maybe be like $2,600 per month. Why are they getting $3,000 when it's similar condition? I'm super confused. The thing that people need to consider and really register is that you can literally ask whatever you want. And to be honest, a lot of people will actually pay people top dollar, but that does not mean that they are a qualified tenant that is going to take care of the property in the long run. These people may barely have enough income, or they just completely lied about their income, or whatever it may be. Maybe the friend that's renting out the 3-bedroom 2-bath is not even qualifying with credit or income or any of that. They only care about the dollar amount, and if they see some cash being flashed, then it's like, oh yay, $3,000 a month. And then your tenants stop paying after a month or two. So really consider that comparing to your friends or other people you may know, don't be thinking, oh, well, maybe I need to up mine. No, you need to look at the current comparables on the market and pretend that you are a potential tenant wanting to rent out all these options of houses or apartments or condos or whatever, and look at what would make most sense if I were renting out this thing. What would I want to choose? What is the best one on the market for what I want? And then try to go off of those comparables for pricing your own rental. When I used to work for other owners, I'd have these condos in a big condo complex, and the owners would come to me and my mom, because we were partners, and they'd say, hey, I have a friend who owns a condo, same floor plan, everything, and how come my condo's only renting for $1,600 and they're getting $2,200 and it's like the same condition? We'd have to tell them that the odds are the people in that condo that's renting it for $2,000 as opposed to your properly priced, as per the rental market, condo that's renting for $1,600, those other people probably aren't going to be either taking care of the property as good as they should. Maybe there will be an eviction. Maybe they'll just simply stop paying rent after, like I said, a month or two. The comparing needs to stop. You need to look at the actual facts of what's on the market. Look at Zillow, look at Redfin, look at all the different sources and try and see what makes sense to price your property the right way. And the funny thing is my mom and I actually acquired a lot of new clients and signed contracts with them for us to be their property managers because of this exact situation where maybe we had this existing owner that has a friend, and then the friend gets burned, and then the friend goes to the owner we work for and it's like, oh my gosh, what happened? Why? And then the owner we work for would be like, oh, well, Lauren over here actually helps me out a lot, and I've had great success with my tenants, no problem at all. And then we get that owner as like a contract to sign with them for us being the property manager. Don't compare, don't get jealous of other people's stuff. They might actually end up having a huge problem happen. Odds are, not to be pessimistic, but just from my year's experience, when you're too greedy, it doesn't usually end up working out for you. This did not last long. I barely got the clip out. There's Jack.
Hi.
And here they are. Jack's finished his goldfish. Max, you working on your goldfish? Can you say goldfish? Hong Kong. Okay, so before the next property management tip, I wanted to give a mom/parent tip that I think is really useful for organizing your diaper station. It'll be really quick, I promise. I'm gonna show you. So I have this ottoman here that I got from Target few years ago. I think they still have them. It was like under $100. And it's also, you can take off the lid and it's a storage thing. And this is where I keep my diapers. It's right in the middle of my family room, very easily accessible just for a quick diaper change. So I have my diapers, I have little baggies for the poopy diapers, and I keep them in these clear bins that I literally use for everything. Like I'll show you later other things that I use them for, but they're stackable and it's just, you can see everything, they're perfect. So I stack, you know, other essentials down here. And then I have gloves right here because yeah, I don't like touching my baby's poop. I don't know why, but I've told other moms that I use gloves for changing the baby's poopy diapers and they're like, oh, I don't use gloves. It's like, well, I don't like poop on my hand. I don't know who does. So yeah, I use a glove when I change the poopy diapers. I also use the same boxes and stackable, again, clear, to organize my kids' projects or arts and crafts section in this cabinet here. I also use the same clear containers to completely organize my pantry as well, which I'll show you really quickly. I swear it's awesome. Now, really quickly, just as an example, what looks better? Having multiple boxes of the same product, which honestly, I even buy twice as many as this just because my kids go through these bars a lot, or having stackable units like this, which I need to buy more for other things. But this is just a really easy way to keep everything organized and separate and not have so many open boxes in your pantry. So I just took off the top and I'm gonna put all these in there. Then it's clean and stackable, looks neat and nice.
All right!
Getting some coffee.
I gotta get the water stains off. It's gotta look good for the camera, so I try to get the water stains off this side, but I don't really care about this side.
You can already tell the fingerprints on the other. Okay, so another tip for property management: do not rent out your property to a friend unless you are completely willing to potentially lose them as a friend. Renting to a friend is a complete conflict of interest. You have emotional ties to your friend. Friends sometimes will maybe take advantage of a situation if they know you are the owner and you're the one collecting the rent. I've seen it time and time again where owners have rented to their friends and then it ultimately ended in them not having a relationship anymore and then basically becoming enemies. Now, of course, there are situations where it completely works out and it's totally fine and nothing happens. But to me, it's not worth the potential risk of losing a friendship if my friend, who is my tenant, decides to stop paying me rent. What color is that?
Yellow.
Yes, that's yellow.
Yellow.
Yes, that's yellow too. What else? What other colors?
Yellow.
No, look at it. What is that?
Green.
Yes, green.
Green. Out.
Orange. Okay, so last tip, and before we get into it, let's take a moment to appreciate younger Lauren and Kevin. This is probably like 8 years ago when I made this. Anyway, if you have any specifications for a requirement you have for a pet in the place that you own, make sure that if a prospective tenant is applying and they have a pet, make sure you have them give you proof of them having the actual pet that they say they have. And the way we do that is that we require them giving us a photo or a picture of them with their animal. I've had it so many times where people have given me Google images or they just completely try to dodge the fact that maybe they have like an 80-pound dog and say I only want a 25-pound limit. Here we have Max here. He's obsessed with brushing teeth. But yeah, it shouldn't be something that's weird either. Just ask them, can I have a picture of you with your pet? Right? Teeth, yeah. So there you have it. Those are some helpful hints for if you're doing your own property management or what to expect if you have a hired property manager. Literally, not to sound like pitchy, but the property management course that Kevin and I created has endless content to give you the confidence and knowledge to do your own property management, or if you want to kind of like fact check to see if your current property manager is doing the correct thing, it's also useful for that. I highly recommend you guys taking a look at it. I'll link it down in the description below, but it has so much content. There's no way I could even have one video that could give you a general summary of all the things you should be doing for property management.
Where's Jack? We're gonna get Jack. Ah!
Yeah, I got the bounce house.
What?
You got the bounce house.
Get back! Get back! I got you! Where is he? Go look again! Go look again! a little bit.
Next, where are
Can you see him, Jack? Can you see him? Wow, thanks so much for signing up for every single course I have. You rock. Hey, by the way, make sure to get your 2 free stocks with Weevil when you deposit $100 and get yourself some life insurance. Heck, after you get $100, you deposit $100.
I think it would be a good idea for me to include, randomly helpful hints and tips and advice regarding property management in these videos that I'm going to be creating. So let me know if you like that idea. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.